And we are live, back again. Welcome back to another episode of Red and White Roundup. How you doing?
All good,
How are
man.
you, brother? Yeah. How's your
All good.
weekend?
All good. Weekend was
Interesting weekend. Interesting
interesting,
fucking weekend.
interesting weekend. Interesting,
Mhm.
like it is great, man. Sunday was also good. I saw the Chelsea City game. It is great.
What a game. What a game.
Mad game,
Yeah.
mad game.
Yeah.
It was so
Especially
long.
like yeah.
It was so long. I saw a game in the
Hmm.
Premier League, which was like this entertaining. Usually, games have been cagey lately.
Yeah.
This one was like all out.
It's been a while.
City wasn't stopping, nor was Chelsea.
It was good to see an open game for a change,
No, no,
like you said.
it is.
Yeah.
It is weird to see Chelsea back. Like actually, I can say that. Okay, Chelsea are back. You can say
Mhm.
after this game because okay, no, you don't just go and score 4 goals against Man City. You need to be something. So definitely, they're getting their decisions right. I can say that
Mhm.
now
Yep.
because Pochettino is working out very well for them. Poch is very like Poch, and then those wingers have shown up. Overall the attack has shown up for them.
Yeah.
Enzo Caicedo are doing the job,
Mhm.
and now with Nkunku coming back to that setup, I think yeah, man, I can see
Yeah.
them
It's
getting the fifth
clicking.
or fourth easily. If
Yep.
they keep progressing on building on this, I think
Yep.
they'll be better than Man United, and they can get fifth or fourth. Aram se.
Easily. Like it's been a good week for them at
Yeah.
Spurs and now at home. Like, like I can only imagine what it will do to their confidence going ahead at this point.
True.
That's good. Yeah. Good for our friends. Like it's
Good.
good for them. Till the time. Wait, do we go to Stamford or do they
No, no,
come
no,
to?
no, no.
We they come to. They come to. Yeah.
They are not
Yeah.
done.
Play till that time. Like I don't care.
No, that's the best part. That's the best part. I don't mind inform Chelsea also at Emirates because it's at Emirates. I don't Stamford Bridge. We saw them when they played us also. No, they were informally.
Yeah.
So,
And it's been
but
a while since we've had a good Arsenal v Chelsea matchup. Like
last one
before,
was good only. I wouldn't complain. The last one
exactly.
was
I'm talking about like before the last one,
yeah.
like the two all
But,
draw. Like
but
before
that
that,
was
like either like for the past few years, it's been Arsenal dominating Chelsea. Before that, it was Chelsea dominating Arsenal. So like it's not been.
yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen a proper matchup between both sides.
I don't know. They'll come for us for sure. I can
Oh
say
yeah,
so.
yeah. And I respect that, because like you said, scoring 4 goals against City is not an easy task,
True.
and it shows that uh, you we spoke about this, like teams that are anti-football.
Yeah.
Someone like who's
Newcastle.
Newcastle, the way they played. Who's the Atletico coach? What is his name? The Argentinian.
Diego Simeone.
Diego Simeone, like that guy's a proper anti-football guy. Like I don't
Yeah.
like him. Maybe he's good. Like I don't watch a lot of
No, no, no.
Atletico.
The, the,
Whatever I've seen of Atletico, like I do not like that team.
No,
They're
no,
playing.
there's nothing impressive. There's nothing like you should be like, oh wow, this guy has this special quality in him or something.
Hmm.
That's what nothing. Kuch nahi hai sir.
And that's why I was like, I don't really like. Again, see, Chelsea's a rival, so I don't really care about them. But like when I was hearing rumors of Diego Simeone coming in, I was like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Diego Simeone, yeah, man. I think that, they've made a very good call with Poch.
Hmm.
Like,
Yep.
it's a he's a good coach. He was a good coach at Southampton. He was a good coach at Tottenham also,
Yep.
and I think like at Chelsea also he'll do well. This season he
Provided
just
they stick with him.
no,
The
they will,
ship.
they definitely they
Yeah,
will.
yeah, they should.
After all
Like, if there's a hurdle coming up, and if they falter again, I hope to see him ride the wave out. That's what I'm saying. That's it.
no, one thing I really want to see that how he copes with these teams who sit deep, because
Mhm.
his team like you see Chelsea they played very well against Arsenal and Man City, and both don't sit deep. and I want to see how they cope up when it comes to teams which sit deep,
Or
like
deep talk. Yeah.
Newcastle, low block,
Mm, mm,
or say Brentford, or something of that sort. AFC
mm,
Bournemouth, something of those kind of teams. Everton, for the matter, Sean Dyche.
mm,
Like all these teams, they play with a low block and sit deep. So I want to see how he fares against them, because that's where Chelsea's losses have been. Like mostly they've gone to, like, say, away. They go to Everton, they lose. They go to
mm.
Brentford, they lost at home recently. So it's like, yeah, against highline teams. Tottenham were highline. Yeah, he did well. City are highline. He did well. Arsenal are highline.
Like
He
Tottenham played a Highland with 9 men. Like
That
that's not.
was see. That's what now. There's a fine line between bravery and foolishness, and
Yeah,
Ange
it's
Postecoglou,
well,
sorry,
oh,
doesn't know that fine line.
like all the player, like we should have praised him earlier, because like the moment we started praising him,
Yeah,
the moment it started faltering for him, like we should have done that too long. Like
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
like there I know
Al-
those guys, like
Always,
something.
always praise Tottenham. Always praise Tottenham. Always.
Yeah, yeah, always,
Now we'll
always.
always
Like oh,
praise.
oh, oh, what a team, what a team.
Look, rename the channel after the stream. No? All access
Yeah,
Tottenham.
all access chickens, bro.
All access chickens. Poultry
Yeah,
category.
poultry farm, bro. Like that's they should have named the stadium that poultry farm. To be
Something
honest.
of that sort. Goes with the
Yeah,
logos.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's like a toilet bowl, so like smells of piss. I'm pretty sure it smells of piss. Shit, it's not even a
Cool.
toilet. I'm talking about Tottenham supporters for that. No, I.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
Arsenal now. Let's
let's.
talk about the
Yes,
Burnley game.
yeah. Let's go into that.
So you go
Um,
first. What are your thoughts?
Comfortable win. Like I don't know. I went for a 3-0 win. The
Hmm.
prediction got a 3-1. Sad goal to give away at the start, like in the second half, but came against run of play. Um, Decent game, I would say. Decent game. We again, like I think we'll speak about the low block thing in a while,
Mhm.
so I don't want to
Mhm.
get into that right now. But yeah, like pretty much the team I expected. We expected to start with no Jesus, no Odegaard, no Partey, and I think this team is pretty it's settling in. I was about to see no Ben White though. That
Yeah,
came as a surprise. Yeah.
surprise.
But again, like what I'm loving about this Arsenal team right now is we had someone like Tommy Yasu just coming in and just slotting in perfectly.
Yeah,
That's what we've been calling for such a long time. Get your players sorted, get your squad depth sorted, get your position sorted, and that's all you need. That's all you need to go on a title charge or
yeah.
like even a good run. Like
Agreed, agreed, agreed.
yeah,
Very much, very much. Yeah, man. Makes a lot of sense.
hmm,
And even when I see the game, firstly I would like to say Trossard, the goal he
hmm.
scored. I mean, amazing.
Oh,
Uh, the,
brilliant.
the
Like
level of
put his body
commitment.
on the line.
Yeah, yeah. Level of commitment. No questions there. 101%. And
Yep,
that was needed in the first half. We needed something special because again they were sitting deep. And
yep,
then in the second half, both the goals, I would say, like,
yeah,
yeah, proper Arsenal goals. Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you have to, like, sometimes it's not very direct. And Zinchenko's goal was like, oh, dude, amazing,
Peach,
amazing.
peach of goal. Like I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
he had that shot against Sevilla, like when he volleyed the ball,
yeah.
goalie saved that. Like I felt it was coming. His goal was coming. Like
There was some,
he's
yeah.
been trying those shots, like edge of the box shots for a while now.
It is good. It is good. It is really good to see that Zinchenko's goal.
Yeah,
And after that, like second half, it is like, yeah, man, we were dominant mostly. Raya made a few saves here and there in the game. And yeah, overall, like, it wasn't very surprising. Yeah, of course, when they scored that goal,
yeah.
it was
Hmm.
like, okay, fuck, okay, like, it's 1-1, and then, like,
Yeah,
instantly
I
we
think
were just,
like I don't know what you felt over there, but like for me, I think Tomiyasu should have done a bit better over there. Like he's a
Mhm.
tall, strong guy. Like I think he got turned around pretty easily on that
Yeah,
byline. A
It's
bit
like
too easy. A bit too easy. That's nitpicks. That's all I'm saying.
that's all we
Yeah.
can think of. But yeah, man. Overall, like when I see the game, like overall at the end, it was very much expected. When it was
Yep.
3-1, it was
Hmm.
comfortable. There was not much to stress about. And defensively also we were solid, not leaking in a lot of like spaces and all that. Very important, very important. And again, 3 points. Given that City dropped two, so it's very important looking at the bigger picture.
Yep.
And yeah, overall, like again, there's not much to talk about the game. It was a very usual home game, 3-1 expected Arsenal win.
Yeah. Routine
So
win,
this,
right?
yeah, routine, like nothing unexpected coming out of
Yep.
this game. To be very honest,
Hmm.
and yeah, normal, man,
Um,
normal. It
yeah.
is very much normal. There's not much like throughout the game. I was like, oh, like oh, this that.
Hmm.
I was worried and all that. None of that. It ended, and moreover, the City Chelsea game. I feel I was a lot more like off
Into
the edge,
yeah.
off the edge. I was like, oh fuck, dude, what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, like no, this
Hmm.
is getting intense. Even though I was a neutral in that game, even though being
But
a neutral,
yeah,
I
but even
was.
as a neutral, right? Oh, since the last season, we are way more invested in city games now than we were before
See,
because
I
results matter to us now. Before, yeah, it's
I
fine.
know, I know, I know, I know. But before I used to just watch it for Pep Guardiola, like the
Yeah.
way he plays and all that. Like I used to only watch it for that, and of course they were like too fluid, especially in the
Yeah.
Liverpool rivalry era. They were like
Mm.
way too fluid
Yep.
here and there. So, uh, that's what like City. Right now, yeah, right now when I see them play, I'm expecting that they lose or they draw or something. So
Mm.
that's the difference. That's the main difference, and
Yep.
that's good. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. One thing I want to touch on. What did you think of the red card that we made?
Fabio Vieira,
Yeah.
that's a bad tackle, but how would I say? Like, there's not
Mm.
much to like debate on that because he
Yeah.
made a
Yeah.
bad tackle. He made a late
Yeah.
tackle. Okay, so his
Yeah.
timing he fucked up. So basically,
Yeah.
see, his intention
Correct.
wasn't bad. His intention
Mm.
wasn't bad, but he didn't intend on making like such a
Of
horrible
course.
tackle or something. But it is more like the situation, like he was in.
It's a high boot. It's a high boot to the knee.
Yeah, yeah, bad timing, bad
Like,
timing. It's
yeah,
just
I
that.
didn't have like I just when the red card came out, like they didn't show the replays. I was like, wow, what the hell
No, no,
happened?
it was
When
just bad.
the replays came in, like yeah, I just felt he was challenging his father, so Patrick Vieira, and yeah, I'm just gonna kick you with the axe at this point. I don't
No,
have both.
no, that guy,
But yeah, high boots, high studs on the knee, straight head, like no
nothing
complaints.
to
Like
debate.
I'm pretty sure he knew, like I'm pretty sure he knew as well.
Everyone knew it. Everyone knew it. And after
Because
that,
you
if
saw
Arteta,
no Arsenal players around the ref, and yeah,
if Arteta had come out now saying something, then I would have been like, okay, fuck, like now Arteta is just attacking the ref for no reason.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I
because
know. I still believe he should do that. I still
hmm?
believe he should go after the children as well. Then I feel
Yeah, yeah.
like
See when
children are
Art,
playing. Like you should make better children. The children should be good to look at or something like that. Like
yeah,
marry
yeah,
your wife or ugly or something. Something. Say something. Every
something.
press talk, I want something from Arteta. Like your parents are
No,
shit.
no. In that sense, if you want, then that sense, I feel every manager should say after the game, like, hey, you know what, fuck referees or something. Like, okay, that's
By the way, like good you said that because fuck Pochettino. By the way, he went after Anthony Taylor and a press conference. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like pussy, you
no,
fucking
no, no,
pussy.
no,
Okay? You
no, no.
fucking
Watch,
pussy.
watch,
You
watch.
you
I
knew
have
what you
no
were.
idea.
Yeah,
He
you
just
knew what
uses
you were.
he. He was happy
You
with the
got
result.
it.
That's why
I
he
know,
was
but
happy with the
like,
result.
come on, if you're pissed, don't go out and say, "Oh, you know what? I behaved poorly." No, no, no. If you're pissed, you're pissed. I don't care. Like, don't. I'm just pissed right now.
Just fuck. See. Seriously, like the result when
I don't know
like
why I
he
feel so strongly about it, but
See, the thing is,
I think that's the issue for me. Like, the more what you said, the more manage if more managers speak out,
Mhm.
I think we can expect some improvements in the refereeing. But if you're speaking out on the field and then you're going back into a press conference and saying, like, you know what, I lost my cool and stuff like that. Fair enough, you lost your cool, but don't be all up in their ass when you say
he
those
just
things.
he's see, honestly,
But
like
don't try to be a good boy or something. You're not getting
see,
results.
I don't know what he's trying to be like. Honestly, Poch is a different kind of a manager, but when I see it, I mean, yeah, like okay, like you went there and you like said sort of apologize for your behavior on the field, for refereeing decisions or whatever. Like again, it's how would I say, it's not something should bother, like
Yeah.
should bother
Mhm.
either of us, because it's a very, how would I say, Chelsea thing. And
Yeah.
I think they should bother the Chelsea fans a lot more that the manager is like acting up this way. For us,
Yeah.
like I think what we did in terms of that, putting out a club statement and all, I think that is much awaited from Arsenal all these years, and finally it's there. So
Yeah.
that's my main thing. That's my main, uh, like that's the main thing. And for Poch or any of these managers, I don't really care. Even Pep Guardiola might try to be politically correct at
Oh
times.
yeah. He does. He
So
does that.
yeah.
Like
So like
every
honestly,
time we play City, right, like see how he speaks about Arteta and Arsenal
yeah, yeah.
every time. Like,
And he speaks about everyone, even Chelsea. You see the way he spoke now after the game. He speaks about the moment he sees now there's a team coming up, there's a team
yeah.
which is doing well. He'll
Mm,
start praising the team. Even Deserby, he start praising a lot. Okay,
yeah.
so it's his thing. It's Pep Guardiola's thing that praise them, make them a little comfortable, because of course you're as a manager, as a if you get your praise from Pep Guardiola directly, like okay,
Yeah.
like
It's a
from
huge
like
thing. It's a huge thing.
yeah, it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
And he uses that to his benefit. He uses that to
Oh,
to his benefit.
yeah.
Must he uses that
He
to his
knows
benefit?
what he's doing. Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
That's what
Yeah.
he's the most like, how would it was a tactician, no? Like he's way ahead of Klopp,
Yeah.
and like the way and the things he does, and overall like press conferences, the way he conducts himself and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. He's right now he's the best in the world. There's no
Oh yeah.
there's no
Well, like,
questioning.
and he's been the best in the world for quite some time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ever
He
since.
before he was like one of the best, like
Yeah.
top three, and now he's become like first, and there's no second coming close to him. Like maybe it's Ancelotti some time, maybe Zidane to an extent.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know,
At this point, I would say Ancelotti closest.
Ancelotti is like a proper winner,
But
bro.
like Ancelotti, yeah, and Ancelotti, like he's had such an illustrious career, right? It's hard to
Yeah.
pinpoint like yeah, this era, like throughout his
He's
career.
partnered
He's
with everyone: AC Milan, Chelsea,
Chelsea,
uh,
yeah, PSG.
PSG. Yeah, he was there. PSG, then Real Madrid. To forget it, bro. Real Madrid, he's won everything. He's
Yeah,
won
exactly.
everything. And the current squad also, he's killing it. Like, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Jude,
Mm,
Valverde, Cruz. Array, what a team, dude. What a team they've got. Like,
Modric,
Kamavinga,
Giovanni,
Array,
Totti.
Chouameni.
And
It's like,
see, like any manager that can make Kepa look good,
oh, there's the other guy you saw, the Lupin guy who's come, is playing.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
You
He
saw
saved
the
the
same
penalty.
penalty
Saved the penalty. He saved
like,
the penalty.
in the UCL. Because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
brother, brother,
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
beautiful.
Lupin
Yeah,
is good.
yeah,
Lupin.
yeah. That's awesome. Never mind. I guess
Let's move on to the
uh,
next topic.
let's get back to Arsenal and let's do the dreaded thing when we speak about the low block and what it means to Arsenal, especially to Arsenal.
Low block.
Yep.
Okay, so with us, it's like, uh, how would I say, the game which we play now,
Mm,
it's when, especially when we go forward, we look like, usually even when teams are sort of like open high line, we tend to be creative. We're not so direct in
mm,
terms of like attacking and scoring. Some goals, yes, we do here and there, like, very direct, go in and like
yeah,
score like open when the counter attack is there. But most
yeah,
goals is like, even then we tend to be creative, like, sort of, and this random goal comes in. So with low block teams, what I've
mm,
noticed is that, of course, like, before they play Arsenal, and there's one thing right now, teams with this identity of like, the style, specific style. So that's a downside also, that everyone knows how you play. Everyone knows how you play, and of course, like, when people know, then of course these managers, at least the top, all the 20 Premier League managers, 19 Premier League managers will know that, okay, what your game style is, how you approach the game, and all that,
mm,
especially how you attack and how you score. So that's one thing. And why everyone goes low block against Arsenal, that's the best way to nullify this. And that's the best way to nullify is because, like, you get a 70-30 edge, that okay,
mm,
you will avoid those 70% of those chances, like, which
mm,
Arsenal create based on their
mm,
creative, ultra creative gameplay. You will nullify 70%. 30% is on luck. 30% is where, okay, we hit the post,
mm,
or like your keeper makes a mad save, or
mm.
like, any of those probabilities. Okay, so
Right.
that's what I've noticed with these low block teams.
Mm,
Some low blocks, okay, like, we get those 20% chances, very very few chances. And some games we are like,
mm,
okay, at 30%. Some low
mm.
block teams, okay, we are at 40%, 40% good
Right.
chances. That's why we
Right.
get those 2-3 goals. That's what happened with Burnley. Okay,
Yeah.
40% we had those
Two good
chances.
follows. Yeah, two good set pieces as well. Yeah.
Exactly. So the thing is, and they were struggling with the aerial thing, Burnley, surprisingly.
Yeah.
So that's what I see with the low block. It's mainly because everyone knows the way we attack, and it's very common. We, be it United, Chelsea,
Mm,
City, whoever, like, we attack in a specific manner, and we
mm,
create in a specific manner, score in a specific manner, which is not
yeah.
very direct. Which is not very direct,
Mm,
and this has been like
yeah.
very well studied by all these managers in preseason.
Mm,
So when they play Arsenal, accordingly,
mm,
and it's not just these guys. You see Sevilla also. Sevilla, but the thing is, Sevilla, they sit deep either way. Like, even in
yeah.
La Liga, they play
Mm,
the low block. But that's what like overall I've noticed, when
mm,
they play the low block against Arsenal, that's the best chance to survive. Because that's what I noticed with PSV. PSV decided to go against that, and then
yeah.
they
Yeah.
were punished. And
Decided to
that's
play football, basically. That's
see
what.
see but then that's like, how would I say? There's a difference. The manager said the PSV manager. He said there's a
Mm,
difference in quality. There's a
yeah.
huge difference in quality between both the teams. So in that case, now that's what happens with us and Burnley also. There's a huge difference in quality. If they decide to play high line, it'll be 6-7 goals aram se.
Easy. Easy.
Easy. So
Yeah.
like, going like like taking that approach, like, deciding to be brave. And that's what I was saying,
Mm,
like, you can be brave or you can be foolish. So
yeah.
like, it is like, those days back in like Emery times and early Arteta times, we decided
Mm,
to be brave against Man City.
yeah.
Okay, and then we used to concede like 6-5 and
Right.
all those goals.
Mm,
So
mm.
that's what, and that's been like,
Even the Wenger days, right? Like Wenger had
yeah,
this philosophy that no matter where we go, we'll play the Arsenal way, which is fantastic. But you gotta decide on the teams as well. Like
what a
you
6-1, what 4-1 we lost to Liverpool,
like
6-3
yeah,
at
six one.
Etihad.
Like, yeah, I remember one opening day game. Was it Emirates or was it uh, Anfield? Liverpool slapped us 4-1 or something,
No,
and that
no,
was
no,
the
no,
opening.
no, 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 that was not opening day. That was like, not
Opening day.
opening day. It was the first game of the new year.
Oh, was it?
It, yeah, yeah. It was the season when Ozil joined. It was the season when Ozil came in.
No, I'm
Home.
not talking about that. That was a 6-0 loss.
No, that was
I'm
6-0
talking
at
about
Chelsea. 6-0 was at Chelsea. 4-1 was at
or
Liverpool,
five.
and 6-3
No,
was
that
at
was five. That was 5-1. That was 5-1 at
5-1.
Liverpool.
5-1 at
Six.
Liverpool.
No, I'm talking about a few seasons later. We played Liverpool either at Emirates or Anfield,
I
and
don't know. I
He
don't remember.
put four against us. Sterling was still there at the
I
time.
don't
He
remember.
scored a few goals, yeah.
I don't
But
remember
never
because
mind. But yeah, that's what you tying into what you were saying. Like Wenger had that philosophy. No matter where we go, we play the Arsenal way. And
and we used to
yeah, I think
suffer
yeah,
because of that. We used to suffer. Like 8-2 was
on it.
that only. 8-2 was that only.
Yep,
8-2
yep.
was a culmination of that philosophy. And then
You gotta
like
have the players right, to play the
you,
Arsenal way.
of course, like see the thing is when if Bayern Munich of that era said that we're going to play Bayern Munich way every game when they had like Neuer top form level, like I guess no, this is before even Lewandowski. I'm talking about like
Hmm.
before
Yeah,
even
yeah.
Lewandowski joined Bayern. Like Bayern of that era, they say that okay, we're gonna play,
Mandzukic,
yeah,
Mandzukic era.
yeah, Mario
Yeah.
Mandzukic and all these guys. Like
Hmm.
we're gonna play like Bayern at every game. They can because they have the
Yep.
squad. They had everyone in terms of defense, in terms of attack, in terms of bench. They had everyone. It's like the Man City of this time, and they had like thriving young players of that generation. Tony Cruz was there, doing very well, and that's what
Philip
like
Lahm,
Philip Lahm was there, and like
Jerome
that was
Boateng, Jerome
you
Boateng, the back.
you could like with that Bayern team you could like imagine that you can go
Yeah,
play the Bayern way wherever, or even Barcelona of Pep Guardiola, you could say
like
to that matter,
you can you
or
can
even
you can
that
take it for
MSN wall.
oh,
Even
yeah.
that
Oh
MSN
yeah.
wala Barcelona, yeah, yeah. The Messi,
Yep,
Suarez,
yep.
Neymar, they can go wherever they want on whatever ground they go, home, away. They can whatever opponent they can play that game, and that's what
Exactly. Like
to
we
play
can
on
take it
the
like us. We can take it back,
player.
a bit further and go back to our own invincible streak. They could do that as well.
See, again, that is like a different era, like 2004. I'm
Yeah.
talking about teams of that era. When we used to get crumbled. Nah? I'm talking about teams of
Oh,
that
you're
era.
talking about like that used
Yeah,
to crush us.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm talking about teams of in that era when we used to get crumbled, 2013,
Yeah.
14 onwards till 18, 19. Like when we used to get like
Eight.
obliterated. Yeah, yeah. That was the
Yeah.
reality, and we used to get and in that era you had these good teams, and we had like what Vermaelen and all these people. So of course we couldn't play. So reality was
Alexander.
that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see. The thing is that there's so many players,
Yeah.
and it's not the players'
So,
fault. They were bought here. Okay, they were bought here. Like it's not their fault.
yeah.
That
Yeah. Yeah.
like Vermaelen was bad. Like okay, he knows he can't play at an Arsenal. Like be Arsenal level of a defender, centre back. But it's not Vermaelen's
Dude,
fault. It's
it's like fact,
Wenger.
like Warburton was played as a left back in so many games. I remember that. Like,
Oh, Vermaelen, the thing is like
God,
he was injured most of the time, and when he played also he was random. So it's
yeah,
see the thing is now these players, to be very honest, they were not at Arsenal's level only, and it's not their fault. They were bought here. We paid
exactly.
money for them. We got them. We got those players,
Yeah,
and it's not their fault that I don't know why do people curse those players because even Squileshi for the matter, Squileshi knows that he wasn't
yeah. Like
worth.
you and me we'll have a laugh about Spinacci. We'll have a laugh about the judo and players like
Yeah,
that.
all
But
these guys, bro. Like fuck,
those
Arteta.
those like yeah. See, listen, these people are there to do their job, and they'll do the job to the best of their abilities.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what.
and if there's only so much you can do with the talent that you have, and no manager can enhance if there's nothing left to be
True,
enhanced. As simple
true.
as that. Like Robin Van Persie wouldn't be Robin Van Persie if he didn't have that talent to be there.
Exactly.
He still had the talent to go to United and win that 20th league for them. There was still something in him. Just Fabregas, same thing.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry, same thing. Lundberg, the rest.
Mm.
Like we can just
All
start listening to it.
all of these
But
guys.
yeah, never mind. I think we've gone on a tangent. But yeah, City game was good because I think this is the first time not Arsenal but Arteta showed maturity in the way we play football.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. Like, to nullify City, to no shots on goal after I think the 54th minute,
Yeah.
not even on target, no
No,
shots on goal after
nothing. No,
54th minute.
no
It's a
shots.
it's
Yeah.
a massive thing. it's a massive thing.
This is exactly what is needed. This is exactly what is needed and has
Yeah,
been a requirement at Arsenal, that defensively we need to be compact. Even though we play highline and all that, we need to be compact defensively. And this is the thing is now game and all that, organization, tactics, everything is one place. Quality matters. Finally, we've invested money. That's why the quality is there. Gabriel,
yeah.
Saliba, Zinchenko, Tomiyasu, Ben
Ben
White.
White.
These guys are
Yeah,
not cheap. These guys are
yeah.
not cheap. Kivior,
Julian
Kivior,
Timber.
and
Oh, I'm
yeah,
talking about like I'm talking about the unit right now. Julian
yeah,
Timber, I was gonna say. Like I'm
yeah, yeah.
talking about the unit. It's a good
50
unit.
million. Yeah, that's what. Ben White 50 million, Timber 50 million, Saliba 50 million. You have Gabriel 30
Saliba
million.
27 he spent. It's
Yeah, but but at the time he was like 18, 17. That's when we
yeah,
got him. So
yeah,
it's like we spent a lot of money. Okay, then only then we've got the results. That's
exactly.
evident.
And we've gone like we used to sit here and say like, oh, John Stones for 60 million.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, Van Dijk for 75 or 80 million, whatever. Like, but you see what those guys do.
Oh, they
And now you're seeing
elevate.
what these guys are doing at Arsenal, and it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, and I would like to applaud our people who are going out and finding these players, like for keeping an eye out for good talent as
Recruitment.
well. Because we could have easily gone and spent 50 million on a deadbeat player instead of Ben White, right? Or
Possible
Julian Timber. Or
we
like,
were going for.
hey, we could have ended up with Lisandro Martinez with 60 million. Not a bad player.
He,
Not a bad player, like
yeah,
decent player, but like again, we wouldn't have Zinchenko then.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the,
Lisandro
the
Martin.
pieces fit. Yeah, the pieces fit because they are meant to be there
I
in
know,
place.
I know,
Is
I
what.
know what you're saying. I know what you're
Yeah.
saying. It's like,
Mm,
yeah, overall, see, recruitment, it's been good, it's going good.
mm,
Declan Rice, especially Jorian Timber, Declan Rice. I'm
yeah.
only sort of like dicey about Havertz now because I feel 60 million if he spent.
Mm.
Uh, when I see like that Musa Diaby went to Aston Villa, and I saw all these other guys move here and there, no? And I was like, okay, 60 million.
Who's the Ghanaian player? Kudus. Kudus went to West
Kudus
Ham.
went to West Ham. West Ham.
West Ham,
I
yeah.
think the 60 million now we could have even gotten that gambler. Who's that? Paqueta. Paqueta.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gambler.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That guy was there as an option, and then there were like 60 million. Man, there were too many options which we had, and
Mm.
I feel it could have been
Or we
spent
could have just we could have just split that money and gone for a couple of positions.
yeah,
Could have done that.
Havertz. It's like Havertz now. I still don't want to say that it's like 60 million wasted because
Mm.
I'll still give him time because what he did against that Sevilla, that goal, if it went in, trust me,
Mm.
we wouldn't be having this conversation today. If
The header or the
the
shot
shot, the
went.
shot, the
Oh yeah,
shot,
that
the
was
left
a
foot,
that
yeah,
was a
yeah, the
beautiful shot.
left
That
foot
was a
curler went in, then we wouldn't be having this conversation that okay, why did we spend 60 million on Havertz? We wouldn't be
mm,
having this conversation. It's
mm,
just that okay, like those moments, he shows you those moments. It's just that he needs to convert those, or that one moment, like what he did for Chelsea, like some clutch winning goal he
mm,
comes up, and
mm.
that's what I expect of him. And
Yeah,
let's see. To be
yeah.
very honest, let's.
He started taking shots. This
It's weird. It's very weird because he's not do
yeah,
this at Chelsea also. He's
yeah,
not do
yeah.
this at
Like
Chelsea.
he started taking like he took a couple of shots on the weekend as well. Like there
Yeah.
was one shot that he connected really well, like just reflected off the player. There was one shot like he just I think took a bit too long. Then he passed it to
Yeah,
I guess
Havertz.
yeah no took a bit too long to place that shot. The moment when then he either passed it onto his left to either Trossard or Gabby, small Gabby, someone. But like something happened. But like he's taking shots. That's what I'm seeing.
No,
Like
no, no. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's easy. The thing is, like in that sense, he's good. But it's just that when I think of it, that we have 60 million to spend on a player, I would have been a little wiser and filled in the Jaka role a
mm,
lot better.
yep, yep,
And given Partey is injury prone, I
yeah, yeah. Thanks, like because you brought up Xhaka, because I think that's what we expect him to do.
we can't. It's
Uh,
very wrong to expect him to do.
because it's
The
wrong. It's wrong because no, I'm saying why we expect him to do that thing is because he's playing in that position, and there's no other reason why we expect him to do those things. It's wrong, as you said. It's the right thing. It's clearly wrong because he shouldn't be playing that position, in my
he
opinion.
shouldn't
And
be.
I'm
He shouldn't be playing. He should
pretty
be
sure
playing the
in
nine.
yours. Yep.
He should be playing the nine. He should be playing the nine. Like
Although,
Trossard. Yeah, I know. Rather, we should
you know
play
what?
Trossard at eight.
Exactly. That's what I
Play
was thinking.
Trossard.
Like even if Trossard is playing up front as a striker, like maybe there are moments where we don't have the ball. We have our backs to our goal
Yeah,
and defending. Maybe then I don't mind Trossard topping in, Havertz going up front, because if Raya gets the ball, I think Havertz is the better target man to. You know what
exactly.
Raya does with Gabby, right? When
Yeah,
Gabby makes that run, just pings
yeah,
the ball. I think if it's not that clear cut, I think Havertz is the better guy to ping the ball to,
yeah.
because he's a tall. Why Raya was so good with who's the Brentford striker? Tony.
Tony, Ivan Tony.
Ivan Tony. Because like that guy was big, is big.
Yeah.
It's easy to find him. And I honestly feel, see, Jesus is good at that as well. But he isn't that tall. Again, if Havertz can
No.
do that, bring the ball in, have our wingers overlap, and then maybe find a pass. Find a pass on the half turn, run. Run towards the box. Good work.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
work.
Could work. Could work. But like it's like Arteta should play him there. No? I don't know what's wrong with Miguel Arteta. He plays Havertz at eight. His vision for Havertz. I don't understand. I honestly don't understand. Like now it's
It's
become
that
now
old saying.
it's become an even bigger mystery. Like the thing is, after watching Havertz play well as nine, okay, against Man City when he was nine,
Congrats.
yeah, in the Community Shield, he played a nine. He did a very good job. We saw he did well there, okay, and still we decided no, we have to play it again. Whenever he was put in the number nine position, no, he's done well. Okay, even when he came on as a sub against Man City, he was playing the nine, and he
Against,
did well.
against, yeah, against Chelsea as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when he
He
comes
turned
on
the
as a
game.
nine, yeah, the thing is he's in that middle, like he has a physical presence around the defenders and stuff like that. Okay, you start him there or you bring him as a sub, but you play him at the nine because I think he's a very good option we got there. And now in Jan, let's go and get Douglas Lewis from Aston Villa. That's
Hmm.
the best thing to do. That'll be the best thing to do because once he comes in, because that guy can play eight or six. Like he can play sort
Yeah.
like not advanced eight, but he can play an eight. Much better than Kai Havertz. He can play the role of an eight. And if comes in, he can play six properly, where Declan Rice can be more of an eight.
Hmm.
Like
Or vice versa.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can swap, like usually when we would have a midfield with Partey, Rice, and Odegaard, like that's what we would expect, right? Rice and Partey swapping. This is what you can have with Douglas Lewis. Like you can
Yeah.
have these guys swapping. Of
Yeah.
course, now and when you can get Douglas Lewis, you can probably then we got options that okay, we can spend money upfront.
Hmm.
Then probably an Ivan Tony or like someone who's really good on the wings and like comes in like as a backup to Saka or something.
Right.
But I would still want a striker so that
Yeah.
our forward line is packed. Because right now we're in FA Cup, we're in Champions League, and we're in the title
Yeah.
race. So if
Yeah.
you're in three places, you will need like four strikers going for it, out of
Right.
which two will need to be 100% assured, like Jesus and whoever comes in, say Tony or whoever comes in. Jesus and Tony, these guys will give you the goals irrespective of what. And the remaining two are like okay, impact, like Havertz and Nketiah.
And Kadia. Yeah. And Trossard. Yeah.
Trossard is like okay, like Trossard. I would still say like when these guys are back, like the strikers are back, I still see him like coming in from the bench and
Yeah.
instead of Martinelli or
Impact
like
slot.
yeah, impacts are playing on the left. I see him doing that better. But when it comes to like
Yeah.
striker, you need to have your
Hmm.
forward line loaded, okay? Because
Yeah.
we need these guys. We and at times what happens is in games when we are like 1-1 and all that in the Champions League, you need to have two of these guys down there, like Jesus and Tony, for the matter, or
Yeah.
maybe like say Havertz and Nketiah, or Havertz and Jesus out there. You might need, depending on the situation. So you need these options. Definitely, you need these options. Competition will be a lot for the forward place, but I'm
Hmm.
sure Havertz and Nketiah will both understand.
And again, good players need competition.
Of
Otherwise,
course.
you just slack off. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to Ozil. The competition slacked off.
Yeah, after
And you
Cazorla
know
went, there's no one.
exactly. No Cazorla, Ramsey went. Who do you have as a creator? No one.
Nothing,
That was
nothing.
no one.
There's absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Mkhitaryan wasn't playing well. Never played well
Mkhitaryan,
before. Again,
Chouameni.
I'm talking about people, players who create. Like you don't want that. Like part of the reason why I'm a bit afraid for Martin Odegaard right now. I don't want him to slack off because there's no competition. That's why I want Vieira playing more minutes. That's why I want
Smith
Smith
Rowe.
Rowe playing more minutes. Like unlucky for I'm so gutted for him because he got that injury again. Because
Yeah.
I think like he was getting into a groove of it. Maybe not
Yeah. He was. Again, in the Notting.
like
In
not
the,
doing the things that we know he can do, but at least getting into a groove of things.
he
Probably
was.
comes back stronger. Yeah, that I love the I honestly love that. Again, hidden product. Maybe that's why I want him to do well.
He'll
But
come. He'll
again,
come.
I want every Arsenal player to do well. Right? That's what
No, no,
you're
no.
for.
I Smith Rowe, of course, like is a guy like of course. I saw him. Which is the game we won for Sheffield United, 5-0 we won. In that, he had come in and like he was looking impressive. Like almost took a good shot
Yeah.
also. Like almost went
Two,
in.
yeah, almost like two shots, one almost went in.
Yeah, yeah. So Smith Rowe was looking impressive. And again, Odegaard. For Odegaard, I feel not now, but in the summer, we should definitely go out. And if we recruit, say, a striker and this thing, one midfielder like a Lewis or Douglas Lewis, and say an Ivan Tony in Jan summer, let's go out. Let's get that creative midfielder. Let's get the backup for Bukayo Saka, and let's get a defender. Let's get a centre back. Let's get another centre back to probably compete with
Saliba,
Gabriel or Saliba directly.
Saliba.
See, Kivior is too young. Kivior is too young. Kivior is not there. I'll
Yeah.
be very honest. Kivior
More
or
than more than two young, I think. When you look at Saliba and Big Gabby, right, you see a bite in them, regardless of who they are playing.
yeah,
Kivior looks like a good boy.
Kivior is too. That's
Yeah,
what now he.
he's too cute for me.
Yeah, he's
Like,
too like. See,
you know what I
Kivior.
mean?
I know, I
Like,
know. See,
like
he
Saliba
has all the traits.
look intimidating. Like so does Ben White, and
See, Kivior has all
Zinchenko
the
was.
traits
Hmm,
to be that towering defender who reads the game very well, and that kind of a player he is. Okay, definite. I see him as that, but Kivior is not for now. Kivior needs to go on a loan spell, at least for 1 or 2 seasons. Probably he could come in and then play at Arsenal. So that's why like a centre back, because see Timber will come back. I know Timber can play centre back. I know Tommy Austin can
Timber
play
can
centre.
play. Timber can play three positions:
Yeah,
left back, centre back,
and right back,
right back, and
CDM.
CDM. So four positions basically.
Four position. So Timber can play. Then you have Ben White who can play centre back. You have
Yeah,
Tommy
and
Austin.
you can play as a CDM as well. By the way,
Exactly.
it's not
Yeah.
bad.
So see, so the thing is like as a centre back now. So I would say okay, you have the centre back, right back. You get one more versatile profile. I don't
Yeah,
mind because one injury like say to Ben White or to Timber again or to any of these now, we shouldn't feel that gap coming in. So that's
yeah.
why
I
like
don't want to rely on Real Waters to come in. Like I know he's a promising under 21 guy, but again,
no,
too soon, yeah,
it's
too big,
it's
too big
it's
for
not
him.
Arsenal standards anymore now that we can give or we can get
Exactly.
down.
Like I know, like Saka is Saka, but like when he came in, we were fucking desperate. Something.
But it was
That's why
different.
he
No?
was there.
It was a different
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
time.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like we are desperate for because nothing was happening. and that's when he came in.
It was a different time. It was a very different time where we had to bring our academy products to get results
I'm
because
sorry
our
to cut
first
you
team.
off. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
sorry to cut you off, but I had a stupid idea in mind. Of course, it's not like we're gonna take present this idea to Mikel or someone, but what do you think of the prospect of Zinchenko playing as a number eight
Zinchenko is number 8.
once Timber's back? And it's not
Oh.
Okay, I'll paint a hypothetical situation for you. Timber comes back, let's say Feb, let's say.
Hmm.
He comes in, impresses Mikel, gets that left back role. Havertz still hasn't hit the ground running, and Partey's still out injured. Jorginho's going on a rough patch. Maybe Odegaard's doing well, but he has no partner alongside him, and
Hmm.
Declan's doing a lot of things. So like we want him in one thing. So say Timber comes back. Timber comes in as left back. Declan moves in as a number six, CDM. Odegaard moves a bit ahead as a roaming number 10 or number 8, RCM, whatever. And Zinchenko comes in as a LCM.
You see, the thing is, when you think of it right now, looking at his traits, it sounds very interesting. But I would rather have, if this is the case,
Again,
I would.
see, listen, hypothetical situation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If
See,
these things happen in a sequence, then
yeah, but with the sequence, I would rather prefer Timber at CDM, Declan at 6, Odegaard at like Declan at 8, Odegaard at say advanced 8 or something. Zinchenko at left back only. I would prefer because
yeah,
that connection he has with Martinelli is, and I think with uh, Declan Rice out there, Declan Rice
he's bringing
connecting with,
Martinelli into the game.
yeah,
That's what I
and
would
then
have.
you have Jurrien Timber who will do the defensive work there, and he has good distribution also, and some good ball playing ability. Like he can like at least like get past 2 3 players. He can win duels and all that very well. So I would still prefer Timber in the CDM role, and then you have
Interesting.
Rice and Odegaard and Zinchenko.
No,
See,
because like
Zinchenko
why
as
is that
eight.
Timber at left back is because I think he's more of a defensive minded player more than Zinchenko.
At against City, it didn't seem like so. City, the way he was going,
No, I'm just talking about his profile. That's all
yeah,
I'm saying.
I know
Not what we've seen of like we
Zinchenko
hardly
plays
see anything
midfield.
of him.
Zinchenko plays midfield for Ukraine. He plays for his country. He plays midfield. But again, I'm not really sure, man. Like how he'll
Hmm.
fare and like especially Arsenal setup as a midfielder. I'm not really sure. Like not now at least. When he reaches a Philip Lahm level, like probably he can. Yeah, when he's like Philip Lahm. Philip Lahm could do that. He could play CDM. He could play left back.
Philip Lahm could save a person from cancer. I
Yeah,
honestly believe that.
yeah,
Philip
yeah.
Lahm could do nothing
He could play left back,
for
right
me.
back, center back, CM,
Everything.
CDM. He
He's
could
played as
play
an LCM.
yeah, yeah. He could play the
It's,
wings also. He could play on the right wing also if needed. Like
yeah,
so, Philip Lahm, like when he's like that kind of a player, I feel like yeah, you
again,
could play at
like
Arsenal.
we are talking about a generational talent.
No, I know. But again, in today's
These
time,
players are hard to come by.
I would say it's Kamavinga. Kamavinga is like that. Kamavinga plays
Mhm.
all positions. He plays.
Yeah, yeah.
Even that Valverde plays in a lot of position. He plays CM, CAM. He plays right wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
the
And
Valverde
that's
is
what
like
that's what I'm loving out of Arsenal right now. Because like the kind of profiles we are going for are
yeah,
exactly those kind of profiles. Like people who
versatile.
can come in and like exactly. Like how good has Tommy been for us?
I know.
So
I
good.
know.
So good. Like he had that small spell with injury. Not a small spell, like a lengthy spell with injury. But I'm glad he's back, finding his feet again.
Yeah, man. Last most of the season he was gone last season.
That hurt us. Bad.
Oh, really bad. Really
Really
bad.
bad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess yeah, man. That's what all to talk. There's not much, and now you got this fuck all
Mm.
international break going on, so
Yeah.
we can come up
Yeah.
with
We
something.
had we had one more thing where we speak about the defensive record. And
I guess we already spoke of it.
Wow.
We already spoke of how compact the
Yeah,
defense. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Whether it has a I think we've
yeah, yeah.
sort of done that. Yeah,
It's covered. It's covered only. Everything we spoke about.
yeah,
That's what I see. There's nothing else to talk about.
right. Yeah. Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
international break. Looking forward to nothing for the next 2 weeks.
nothing.
Thanks FIFA.
Cricket
Thanks
World
UEFA.
Cricket World Cup is there.
Oh yeah, Sunday. Hopefully, fingers crossed
Or
for
tomorrow, huh?
the
This
semi-final.
semi-final.
Oh yes, semi-final also like fingers crossed because New Zealand beat us in the last World Cup semi-final. So
Yeah,
hope it goes well for us.
I know, I know. We shouldn't lose
Yeah,
to New Zealand, man. New Zealand, like, come on.
they have good players. We've seen and all coming in.
Are they like okay? Yeah. It's a proper team. It's a proper team.
Yeah,
New
it's a
Zealand.
proper team, and I think they are. Is it them? I think they are the more number one team in ODS right now. If I'm
Cool,
not
New Zealand.
mistaken. Yep.
Interesting.
Or I think we've overtaken them,
Should be India
but
only.
I can't be too sure about that. Yeah, we'll see.
Let's
How
see.
it turns
Let's
out.
see.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess yeah, man.
Anyway,
Let's conclude.
yeah, I think we'll have something for y'all on the weekend, maybe. I don't know.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's
Something next week, of course. We won't go high and dry. We've done
yeah.
that a lot. Yeah. So
International
like,
break.
yeah.
Let's see what we can come up
Yeah.
with during
Yeah,
that.
we'll come up with some topics.
Some topics,
to
of
discuss.
course.
Yeah.
January windows coming. Let's see something around that.
Yeah. What can come in,
That
and yeah, maybe you can look forward to a typical spell going ahead right now. December's coming up. We all know how
yeah.
tough that's been for Arsenal for so many years. So like, yeah, we'll take a look at maybe the fixtures coming up, and we'll see what
Cool.
can we can do.
Let's conclude then. Let's call it.
Yep, sounds good, my man. Sounds
All
good,
right.
and yeah, like, subscribe, and share. Or Shubli will beat you up because he's pissed right now.
I'll beat people up. Really. I'll beat a lot of people up. Everyone. Especially if your face is like Gary Neville or Michael Owen. I'll break your face. All right. Good night, everyone. Take care.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye.